Hey everybody, it's Scott Shetler here at Extreme Performance Training Systems with my partner Chris Jones, owner of Nucleus Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Today we're going to look at another one of our favorite press variations here at the gym. This is called the Sots Press, named after Viktor Sots. Basically with the Sots Press, what it is, it's a deep full squat where you're holding the kettlebell racked at the chest. Now you can do this with a single arm variation, you can do this with a double arm variation. We're going to go ahead and show you both. So the first thing you're going to do is clean the kettlebell up into your rack position here at the chest. Remember in the rack, the kettlebell's sitting in front of the shoulder, the elbow's down here by the torso, and then as you squat down, Chris is going to raise his elbow up to keep it in the rack. Now he's going to get nice and stable, bracing his abs nice and tight, pushing out on his feet and his knees. He's going to push that kettlebell straight up overhead. This is a great exercise for shoulder strength and mobility, and also for hip strength and mobility. So he's going to do a couple of reps on each arm. Now switch hands, he's going to stand up, switch hands, re-clean the kettlebell on the left side. And again, keeping that kettlebell tight in the rack position, he's going to drop down into a full squat, getting nice and stable, heels down, pushing out on the knees, bracing the torso. He's going to press that weight up and overhead. Good. Let's do another rep, Chris. Good. Now we're going to show you the double variation. So with this one, we're going to clean both kettlebells to the chest. So now he's going to keep the kettlebells up at the shoulders. Drop down into a squat, pushing out on his knees, getting nice and stable. From here, he's going to brace his abs, push the weights right up overhead. And we can also do a seesaw variation or like a mill press variation where you're pressing one at a time. So these are just a couple different ways you could cook up the Sots Press in your training program. One of the reasons that we like a lot of these variations with the kettlebell presses that we've been showing, like the seated mill press, the floor presses, and now the Sots Press, is because we're putting the body into a much weaker position than when we're doing the traditional barbell or dumbbell variation. Obviously, he could press a lot more weight in a standing barbell press or maybe even a seated military press where he's got a seat back to brace against. But by dropping down into a full squat, not only are we working mobility of some of the key joints, but we're bringing into play all the muscles of the torso, the hips, the back, and it's making that press a lot harder. So we're purposely putting the body in a weaker position to do these presses, much like you're going to do when you're calling upon your strength in your jiu-jitsu game.